Hi, this is Mark Ruiz, and today we are going to talk about trust administration. Now, there are many different types of trust out there, but the type of trust we're focusing on today are living trusts. And we're talking about trust administration after somebody has passed away. So, what is trust administration? Well, as the name suggests, trust administration is the managing of a trust. And today I'm going to go over some of the concepts and things that you should know about. So, who administers a trust? Well, that is a trustee. And the trustee is named in the trust as the person who is in charge of overseeing and managing the trust. And when usually in the context of a revocable living trust, a person might name themselves as a trustee, or they might name a loved one. But if you name yourself as a trustee when you pass away, then you name a successor trustee. That might be your spouse, or that might be a good friend, or it might be a lawyer, or even a trust company. Okay, so I'm going to go over some key issues in trust administration, and the first is, how do you transfer assets into a trust that haven't been titled in the name of a trust? So oftentimes people might have a stock account, maybe an account at Schwab or Fidelity, that they forget to list, they forget to title the asset in the name of the trust. And sometimes that could be problematic. And oftentimes I suggest that people have what's called a pour-over will, which is a document that causes assets that you forget to put into a trust. It puts those assets in the trust. And the way you often do that is you do a motion with the court called a Hegstead petition, which transfers assets that were meant to be included in the trust, but were not included in the trust. And you go to the judge with a copy of your pour-over will and the trust, and a list of assets that were intended to be put in the trust, and the judge will usually confirm those trust assets. So that's one key issue I see a lot with trust administration, okay? And another issue is some of the deadlines involved with trust administration. So within 30 days of the death of the trust of the settlor, you need to get an EIN number, or not an EIN number, a tax identification number, a TIN. So you have 30 days to do that. Then you need, within the same 30 days after the death of the settlor, you need to go down to the court, and if there's a pour-over will, you need to get a copy of that lodged, okay? And then you need to send out in California within 60 days of the trust, of the date in which the trust becomes irrevocable. Usually that's the date of the death of the settlor. You need to send out a copy of a notification by the trustee that the beneficiaries are entitled to request a copy of the trust. And I've seen times where the trustee forgets to do that, and then the beneficiaries will try to have the trustee removed for not notifying them. Or even in some cases, breach of fiduciary duty, bring a claim against the trustee for breach of fiduciary duty for failing to, adhere to some of these deadlines. So it's pretty important. And then you need to file a change in ownership statement at the county assessor's office within 150 days of the death. And then you need to file a estate tax return within 9 months of the date of death. And you also need to file all gift, personal income, and fiduciary income tax returns by April 15th of the year after the settlor's death. So those are just some of the issues with trust administration and estate administration. And if you need any services regarding that, the law offices, and Mark Ruiz is happy to help. You can call me at 650-771-0376 or send an email to markruizlaw@yahoo.com. Hopefully you found this video helpful and informative. Thank you.